Geographically, Uganda is at the center of the African continent. Many of the countries surrounding Uganda are embroiled in conflict or other humanitarian crises, leading refugees from a number of different nations to seek sanctuary within its borders. In 2016, there were around 500,000 refugees living in Uganda. But by the end of 2017, they were close to 1.4 million, mostly from South Sudan, making Uganda the third largest refugee host country in the world. This continued influx of refugees from neighboring countries is putting an increasing strain on Ugandan host communities, thus prompting a number of partners to provide their assistance. Among the partners responding to this cause are the Pentecostal Assemblies of God, P.A.G. This is a Christian-based organization aimed at bringing hope, transformation, and empowerment amongst different communities. Drawn by the mission to transform lives, Pentecostal Assemblies of God have greatly caused a positive impact on the lives of these refugees living in various camps.
My name is Reverend Simon Peter Emiao. I'm the presiding bishop for the Pentecostal Assemblies of God in Uganda. The Pentecostal Assemblies of God believes greatly that in the circumstances where life becomes very challenging, like in the refugee's life, we believe that we need to respond. And it's our Christian conviction that everybody who is a stranger in any country or in any community has to be received, taken care of. And our perspective arises from those Christian values that to treasure other people, especially those that are from different nationalities.
Our crew toured one of the largest camps in Arua district, Rhino Camp. With majority living in grass-thatched houses, the homesteads still look organized as they are all constructed in the same format. A number of these people being refugees, it is not easy to differentiate them from the hosts due to the care and assistance that has been provided to them. The Pentecostal Assemblies of God brought more life into these communities through carrying out a number of activities to develop and help these people in the settlements.
Francis is Joel. I work in the Pentecostal Assemblies of God, the Department of Social Development Services as the National Director. Yeah, we started responding in West Nile in the first influx in 2013-2014. And in also the second influx, we were able to respond, and our targets were looking at helping the lactating mothers and pregnant mothers, people with special needs, they were called PSNs. And also we had a response in terms of constructing wash facilities, like institutional pit latrines, and also helping people with special needs with houses and pit latrines. That's how we have impacted their lives. We approach is holistic in nature. We don't look at only physical needs. We also look at the special needs and also economic needs.
Favorable pit latrines have also been constructed for the schools, giving the pupils a sense of hygiene and confidence.
Msiziwa Richard Darlington, headmaster of Odogu Primary School. And P.A.G came for construction of 2 stances latrine. So the first latrine with bath shelter has been constructed here in Odogu by P.A.G, which gave the impression, because guys were very happy when they told them they go to what? They go to the shelter, they take bath, and they also, when they started the work, they started helping these girls with pads, soap, bathing soap, even smearing oil. They were bringing these things for girls, and girls started to come. When the people begin to talk of P.A.G, people feel pleased. And then from there, after finishing the first latrine, as I said, this thing has been going concurrently with the hygiene promotion in the school, around the school area like that. They sometimes go to our homes to check the teachers' quarter and so on.
According to the record I got, I heard that P.A.G started its work in Odogu in 2014. By then, the senior woman teacher was Madam Ayakaka Zubeda, and according to her handover to me, she told me that in 2014 she had a enrollment of girls, that is 685 girls. That was in 2014. And in that year, P.A.G constructed for them 2 pit latrines, which are still functional.
According to P.A.G, these communities needed good pit latrines with shelters to help the girls, especially during menstruation.
I'm going to encourage these girls to come to school regularly and feel at home, because there are, if I can see, there are 5 doors, the 5 stances there here, which will not make some boys to come and open them anyhow, because we shall now allocate this one, this door for boys, this door for girls.
My name is Justin Nosa. I'm a teacher now here in Katiku Primary, because this school is called Katiku Primary School. But Samaritans came, the P.A.G, the Pentecostal Assemblies of God came, and then they now try to ask, then we also explained our situation. They automatically accepted, they turned up very quickly, because according to what they had been pressing us. So now they started excavating this latrine. So within a short period it is over. The inhabitants are refugees and nationals who are in this school. Me who is talking, I'm a refugee, South Sudanese.
Thank you for the work you have done to our school, and we shall be grateful if you come again with a plan for our school.
Projects like Water Project, in which boreholes have been constructed, is also one of the major activities. Speaking to some of these refugees, permanent houses have been constructed for those that are vulnerable.
So when he came to Uganda, he has a problem of he sleeps in a carpet house, so he don't have a proper bed sheet. So after that, then UN begins to look at him, then then that's why P.A.G came and constructed him a house.
Babe progress na ga nara kuna ana jogu niki toto ya bae adinya da toto ibiri si besi mana ga yes na de a jube si mana ga toto na bae ga ti bomba na get na de na ye.
So the challenge which is now facing is now sleeping on a mat, don't have a mattress, even the clothes is now don't have clothes. This is the challenge he's facing.
My name is Sarah. I'm studying
Okay.
I'm happy because PIG is giving us a house,
The chairperson of this village, known as Ofua 1, also comments about P.A.G.
My name is this Welfare Council 1 for one cluster. For one is having 1,687 population. That is the entire population of 4-1. Why the increase in the number of issues connected to psychosocial support is because most of the refugees they were actually traumatized. So based on that, when P.A.G actually came in, they have really helped most of these traumatized people by creating some more awareness to them, and even educating people some social trainings, especially to some cluster leaders and some few. There is no another support from any other IPs or implementing partner. But later on, P.A.G actually came in and helped some persons in constructing 15 houses persons, and this one have actually improved the shelters of some few individuals who are beneficiaries of the shelter construction is done by P.A.G. So that support, in fact, is not enough because still there is a little bit of gap with those who are unable to get chances of getting the houses, but they really pay a lot of credit to P.A.G. because when you look at out of the shelter construction, P.A.G is actually leading in the cluster with a bigger number, and even the structure alone that they are put in place, it is more advanced compared to other shelters that other implementing partners have done in the cluster.
According to the Office of the Prime Minister, they appreciate P.A.G and encourage them to continue assisting the people in these camps for better management.
David Abidi, I work for Office of the Prime Minister as an Assistant Settlement Officer based in Rhino Camp Refugee Settlement. Rhino Camp Refugee Settlement was started way back in 1994. And as I talk now, Rhino Camp is having 7 zones with 40 villages. And we are hosting refugees from the following countries: from South Sudan, from Congo, from Rwanda, from Burundi, Central African Republic, few families from Kenya, and few families from Ethiopia. And we have a family from Somalia. We have partners who are supporting us handling refugee operation. They are helping us to save life. But with the number we have, I may tell you that we still have gaps. In Rhino Camp, as I talk now, we have about 134,000 refugees. And because of the increase in number and there's still war in Sudan, as I talk now, we are still receiving new refugees, and we are lucky that the Royal Local Government have also offered for us land in Omobo, and we are calling that one Rhino Camp Extension. And we have started settling refugees in Rhino Camp Extension in Omobo. 3 months ago, and as I talk now, we have settled a total of 21,000 refugees. As I mentioned that we have partners who are supporting us, like P.A.G, they are helping us. Of recent, they gave sanitary pads to our mothers in reproductive age from 12 years to 49. And those mothers appreciated what they have done. Not only that, they are helping us in giving CSB for porridge for PSNs, specifically the pregnant mothers, lactating mothers, disabled persons, and people who are sick.
Work in Rhino Camp. I work with Pentecostal Assemblies of God as project assistant, health and nutrition. We are supplementing nutrition to the category of people with chronic diseases like HIV, hepatitis, TB, cancer, epilepsy, pregnant women, lactating mothers, old age, people with old age like above 60 years. We are giving them CSB plus, corn soya blend. It is having iron, oil, which is building their body.
Working relationship with OPM, that is why we are given them an office. We are sharing office with them. And we expect them to continue supporting us, to support our people of concern, the refugees. And if fun allows, I've already mentioned the gaps. They can come in and support mostly chronically ill persons who are suffering from HIV AIDS, because most of the partners have neglected them, but they are still human beings. We need them to give support to those people.
A number of people gave their testimonies in appreciation to P.A.G. Among these is a 14-year-old Angelo Mawa, a refugee from South Sudan who has been in the camp for 2 years now. This is what he says.
I study in a school called Rakop. I'm in grade 6, which is called primary 6. So the work that I see the P.A.G is doing, all they're doing is the first way they started their internships missions, where they were starting by counseling and prayers, which they did first. They were being giving people who had, as refugees, people who didn't have soap, they were being given soap, as I got even one of their soap. Actually, what they gave to me is they gave me counseling, which is very important for people who are self-tortured in brain. And so what they gave also for girls, they gave some soap and sanitary kits, which is important for menstruation on girls' period. So they did even a wonderful thing in some settlements, which I knew it's right now cross-checking right now in a place called CDP. They just made a borehole in the school, which we are seeing things have been doing very well.
Them one hope to become a people, to live with a life of dignity. Secondly, we give them hope so that they are able to help one another and take care of themselves. And so we try to provide every other means that we can. Then the other thing is we do is bring them the hope of Christianity. It gives them a way to live the way God would want them to live, despite of the circumstances they go through.
With the current global refugee crisis, partners like Pentecostal Assemblies of God, P.A.G, have given hope and another chance for these refugees to live.
Yeah, of course, in challenges everywhere, being a church, one, we have limited resources and capacities to be able to meet the complex needs of the refugees. But being a church, we felt that we are not like an NGO. We felt to be with them. So we want to work with the refugees in their situation where they are without funds. I would want to appeal to the church. The church has a mandate to reach the needy people in whatever circumstances. Well, what you have, you may not have resources, you may not have funds, but you can reach the people like who have lost hope in life, who live in the Word of God, with the skill you have. So the church should really work up and do that. Then also other partners who want to support. It is a call from God that we reach to them. So I want to appeal other partners, the donors, the government, to support, especially the work of the church, to be able to bring the transformation in the life of these people.
With the continued influx of residents from Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, Somalia, South Sudan, Burundi, to mention, it will only take strong partnerships with humanitarian and other agencies to drive sustainable solutions for both refugees and hosts. Thank you, Pentecostal Assemblies of God, transforming lives.